I don't know if today's lesson is going to be in cringe studies or psychology of the fake alpha male. Might be both. Have no idea. But I will say this will be an interesting one to dive into. I don't want to waste a whole bunch of your time because I want to dive right into the clip because I think it's very interesting because it's talking about a very aesthetically deficient individual is a person who's deciding that they are actually going to talking about the looks of women that decide to hit on him and saying that ugly women hitting on him is an absolute disaster. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and get into the clip.
Nothing is more worse than an ugly chick shooting her shot at you.
Error number one for somebody who's apparently facially challenged, which is something that, look, you'll see when I go ahead and go through the comments. People, obviously, women are not fans of his look. So if you're a person that says he's not a bad looking guy, well, let's let the women decide, and decide they did. They put it in the comments how they felt. Nonetheless, you can't come out using improper grammar when you're already busted looking. Apparently you're already dropping points, especially when you're trying to make what might be a good point.
And I know all my guys could definitely relate to this. Like, I'm telling y'all, we could be chilling, focus on ourselves, trying to improve ourselves in life, grinding. Then they just come along, the mid ones. I'm so serious. Like, it literally could be anywhere, especially the workplace. Oh, that'd be the worst fucking feeling because you have to see that same girl every single day. So you already know she's gonna try to send smoke your way, shooting her shot so many times. She'll give you those hints, those signals. It's crazy, bro. And it's like, girl, stop. I'm not feeling you. Can you get the hint? But at the same time, you're not trying to be an asshole or like a jackass about it. You're trying to be cool as much as possible. But she in her mind thinking like, you got something going on. But at the same time, we don't. But we all know it's a part of the game. They're going to be coming in, shooting their shot, you know what I'm saying, being bold. Because if they like you enough, they're going to shoot their shot, bro. They're going to try to get what they can get. But always remember, if she's going, that doesn't mean you have to either. You have that option.
So I wanted to let the whole video play. That way you can go ahead and hear what he had to say. So I wanted to break down a little bit, piece by piece, of what he was talking about. Because there's a good bit to unpack here, considering who the individual was that said such, you know, relatable things.
Nothing is more worse than an ugly chick shooting her shot at you.
He already goofed, and you can't do that if you're somebody who's already aesthetically challenged. That's not something that women are going to tolerate, especially if you're going to say such bold things. Like, you really did put the hair on your nuts today to come out and start to speak about this, because this isn't a very easy topic to just, well, actually it is an easy topic to go put out there on the internet and go viral for. You know what, now I think about it, he did the right thing. He probably knows that he's all right. I mean, just average looking or below average looking. I mean, if you listen to the women in the comments, I mean, he's busted. Like, this dude is hills have eyes type of ugly. Like, he needs help. Like, he needs facial surgery. Like, he might need multiple facial surgeries to fix what he's got going on, according to the comments, because people were not having it. They're like, this message from you. I'll get to what they said later. But just talking about what he was talking about here, I can agree with him as a whole on a grander scale.
And I know all my guys could definitely relate to this. Like, I'm telling y'all, we could be chilling, focus on ourselves, trying to improve ourselves in life, grinding. Then they just come along, the mid ones. I'm so serious.
Now look, I feel you ladies. I hear you screaming down there in the comment section, and rightfully so. For somebody like him to have the audacity to call someone mid is mid-link. It's really disappointing to see. It's just like, it's delusional. It starts to peak up those tears again, because every time people start saying ridiculous shit like this, all I can think about is, where do they rank? Tier 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. I don't think he's quite 1, but he's definitely in the fresh and fit category. I mean, he's getting close to there, because that's what this is. This is a person who's probably below value that expects to have high value women. And the idiots who think that high value women don't exist, you're a low value guy. I'm just telling you, in general, you are low tier, you are low IQ. As Cooley would like to say, you are somebody who is lost. As I would say, you are too far gone. That's where you are if you actually believe that shit.
Like, it literally could be anywhere, especially the workplace. Oh, that'd be the worst fucking feeling, because you have to see that same girl every single day.
This is definitely a trauma dumping video, but he's trying to do it in a positive light. This is definitely something that happened to him at the workplace. Some woman who he thought was busted kept going up to him and like subtly trying to like give him hints that like she might want some of him, and he wasn't taken. And I feel him. I feel him. I've been there. I have been there. Now, maybe, you know, we might not be in the same realm, but dude, I mean, the brother doesn't look like he's cockeyed or anything like that. He seems perfectly presentable, even though you might go up to him and he might be a tad bit musty. Who knows? Like, he kind of give me this musty look when him sitting in his car. I've seen brothers like this, and for that reason, most of them that I see that look like this, they go to work and they smell like ass, and I understand it. Now, I mean, there's plenty of people that this is not race related. Trust me, it is just, I don't get it. Especially, okay, one thing that threw me off is like young white dudes at work just be smelling like shit. I don't understand what it is sometimes. Some of them, they don't smell like that. Or some just don't be giving a damn. Or, you know what? This is not race. This is just, I don't understand people's hygienic issues. They go to work and they haven't bathed in days. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You really just don't think about jumping in the shower? You just don't think or consider it? Now, there are very few times and places where somebody's like, you know what, I don't have running water. And that is really sad. I think the community should get together and get them a couple of buckets just so they can wash themselves. Because there's no reason for somebody to show up to work like this. I remember when I used to work at Cracker Barrel, hell, they used to threaten to throw us in the mop seat and could just like rinse us like we were in prison or something like that to make sure we were going to be able to work. That's how crazy the workplace was back in the day. Nowadays, you can go to work, you can be funky and shit like that. People don't understand this is an HR nightmare if you go to work funky. Now, this is a completely different side note from this video because nothing about this is about being funky, but this is just me ranting. But you cannot be funky at work. I'm telling you, please don't do it. It's really hard on your managers. It's really bad on HR. It's bad on your own coworkers. It's bad on everybody because everybody's talking about it behind your back. Everybody smells you. Everybody gets to whiffs and they're like, oh, every time they walk by or they're holding their breath in the middle of a conversation, they're really trying their way to turn their heads so they don't have to breathe your air that you're like, oh, it's awful. And I'm just saying, some people literally smell like a garbage dump and nobody tells them. They just walk through daily. People try to be nice to them. And it's worse when they're nice. It's a lie. I'd rather them be mean so we can just go snitch on them. When they were kind, it's difficult because you don't want to get them in trouble. It's one of those things like, oh my God, I stink. You say I smell? Smell? Yes. And it's bad. And it makes us not want to talk to you. It actually wants us to make sure you're fired soon because we can't take it anymore. Like when you leave the break room, we still smell you for another 10 minutes. Unacceptable. But what he's talking about is valid because you just simply cannot get away from these people until they are terminated. Actually, as a matter of fact, he better hope that she has bad hygiene. Then maybe he can turn her in and then he can get rid of this person so he doesn't have to deal with this awkwardness each and every day. It's no different than the opposite way. Like when men hit on those women at work and all of a sudden it doesn't go well and those dudes start acting a little bit bitter. I know women, y'all know what I'm talking about. They start tripping on you at work. They start giving you the side eye. They start making snarky comments. All of a sudden they start reporting your ass for shit that isn't even real. Now, I'm telling you, I've seen it. They start harassing your ass in your DMs. You're like, oh my God, I got to block this person. Then I still got to see them at work. You got to see them from across the line. You got to see them in the lobby. You got to see them in your department. Either way, you got to run into them somehow still. And it's awkward.
So you already know she's going to try to send smoke your way. Shooting her shot so many times. She'll give you those hints, those signals. It's crazy, bro. And it's like, girl, stop. I'm not feeling you. Can you get the hint? But at the same time, you're not trying to be an asshole or like a jackass about it. You're trying to be cool as much as possible. But she in her mind thinking like, you got something going on. But at the same time, we don't. But we all know it's a part of the game. They're going to be coming in, shooting their shot. You know what I'm saying? Being bold. Because if they like you enough, they're going to shoot their shot, bro. They're going to try to get what they can get. But always remember, if she's going, that doesn't mean you have to either. You have that option.
He's right. Just because she's desperate enough to hit on him doesn't mean that he has to accept that probably decent offer. Because I don't know who's banging on the door to be banging him. But maybe there's plenty. Maybe there's plenty of women that out there really want to, get their cheeks clapped by this individual.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, I have no idea. Maybe that's the case.
Hey, I doubt it.
But I can't really see a lot of fault in what he's saying. The only thing I find ironic here is that now women are finally shooting their shot. Said it a while back, please shoot your shot. Women, you're gonna have to start shooting because guys nowadays, we don't know what to do, especially if we're at work. We ain't shooting no shots no more. If we do, that's a bold ass dude. You might want to be willing to take that or take him up on his offer because that man, he has some balls. I'm saying, so you might want to listen to that person. But in general, like, this isn't something that normally happens. I don't know why he's bitching so much. Now, I get it. If she really is busted like that, then it would get irritating. It really would, because it's like, man, I don't like this. I know somebody who had this stupid theory when it came to dating apps, and it was like, look, I just swipe right on everyone, and then once I get all the likes, I start deciphering and seeing like exactly what my geographic is or demographic is of women who like me. And I'm like, dude, that sounds like a terrible idea. Do you not realize all the women that will swipe right on you are usually in the situation? You will end up in a situation like this guy. Basically, it's a lot of women that you're not attracted to that will swipe right on you. So you're going to get matches. You're going to start getting matches, and you're going to look through those matches and you're going to get depressed. It's why I got off dating apps years ago. Because I'm telling you, I had matches, not many, but the matches that I had were like, immediate ED is what it was. That's all it gave me. It completely turned the lights off. I had no excitement. I looked at my matches and I was hurt. I was damn near offended. It made me start thinking, what am I seeing in the mirror? I might be tier 1. To me, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. It sounds like you're setting yourself up for failure. For me, it sounds like you're setting yourself up for depression, because I'm telling you, when you look at those results, you are going to be disappointed. I used to be on dating apps. It was a couple years ago, and you know the reason why I got off? Because when I swiped right, and I never got matches with women that I wanted to match with. It was either busted or catfish. There was no in between. There was no average women on the platform. It was either bottom of the barrel or top of the food chain. And it was like, you know what? You're catfishing and you're bullshitting, and I don't want either one of you. Can I not find something somewhere in between that's like, you know what? Maybe if we decorate this a little bit, we're going to have ourselves a good time. Something that they're probably thinking about me, like, you know what? Let's put a nice shirt on him, and you know what? He's hot now. Yeah, I mean, something like that. I want it to at least be somewhat proportionate, but it usually isn't. There's always a disparity when it comes to these things. And just like him getting hit on in the workplace, it happens. And it is annoying. But I know the same thing's been happening to women for years. I mean, and it's still happening now. And I feel really bad for him, because dudes used to be the thirstiest. Now I'm pretty sure everybody's desperate, but maybe some women are smart enough to realize that dudes are not going to hit on them because of what's happening in today's current climate. I mean, the culture is bad. It's dangerous for you to hit on women without getting reported to HR, because the whole notion about HR is this: if you're ugly, you get reported. If you're hot, you don't. And I mean, look, I said that years ago. You have to know how to read the room. You should be able to know who is attracted to you and who's not. Now, me, I'm really bad at actually being able to tell who's attracted to me, because I get along with so many effing people. Not to say, oh, he's so great. Well, I really do genuinely get along with a lot of people. So it does leave me a little confused as far as like what is genuine interest from women versus what's not. So that does leave me kind of like in left field by myself somewhere. Like I'm in the field of dreams, just wondering if this is actually a real place or not. But it is tough. I just want to know if you actually think this guy is got a point.
I beg your pardon?
I think he does have a great point. It's just really tough when you're this person as the messenger. I mean, people don't always adhere to this message. Like, I had this whole thing. I was going to make a video talking about all these dating coaches, these gurus and whatnot. This woman, Sadia Khan, just basically conned a whole bunch of people. She's been charging $8,000 an hour for a course. And I'm telling you, if anybody charges you like 10, 15, 50 times what a normal professional would charge you, you cannot trust them, especially if they have no credentials. If they're just out here beautiful on the internet. And that's the thing, is it's like the whole thing with the Lizard Wiz. Everybody fell for the bait because she was sexy. Women got to stop falling for the bait. And people act like women don't take the bait too. Like when you see hot, beautiful women, you'll be like, man, I kind of want to listen to her. What she got going on? It doesn't matter who you are. You're always thinking that. Same thing with like good looking men. If you're out here promoting yourself, you're showing your chiseled titties and your big pecs and all that stuff, and your good old arms and whatnot, you are going to attract some attention. Especially if you are actually a good looking person, structurally, facially, it's all looking right. They can't smell you through the camera. So nonetheless, most people will start to pay attention. That's why, you know, some people get really jealous or upset, or they get angry at like very good looking individuals, because it's like, oh, they get everything. They get everything in the world. They get the looks and they get the money. They get the attention, everything. I mean, look, that's just the way it is. But you got to find a way to stop getting scammed by these folks. And I don't know really where I'm going with that, because I started thinking about the other video I was wanting to make, which I'll probably piece together later.
Liar.
But please tell me what you think about this guy in the comments. But speaking of comments, let's get to the comments, because they weren't nice. All right, just to close out this video properly, I want to go ahead and finish off by going through the comments. Wrong message, even worse messenger. The call is coming from inside the house. Who gonna tell him? Nothing's more worst. Please open the schools. No, you totally misunderstood the whole point of the video. LOL. Nothing is worse than a mediocre dude in his car using incorrect grammar. Told you, projecting at its finest. Your audacity is impressive. There's a male loneliness epidemic. God forbid a girl try to do charity work. Who coming up to you? The call is coming from inside the house. I want to be this Delulu. You know what? You're right. I do too. Who's shooting their shot at you, lil buddy? That's what freaking the Saint would say. Christ, I hate that guy. I deadass thought this was satire. I can't breathe. Whatever makes you feel big and strong, champ. Another photo. She's shooting her shot at me, and half the time she's just existing in the vicinity of them, which is very true. Are you and kindred neighbors? Is there something in the water around your area? Christ almighty. Who's shooting their shot at you? There's a lot of people who have that question. Attention, ladies. The doppelganger of Lenny Kravitz has state your wishes more. Has state your more words fears. Christ. I mean, the grammar. Now imagine how women feel when you hit on them. See, that's what I was saying. The coworker just asked him to cover her shit. This is what we get for being nice to the unfortunate. Oh, it's getting worse. Mind you. So who's gonna tell him, bro? Look at you. That's probably what every girl feels when you shoot your shot. I know he probably doesn't actually shoot any shots though. Brick City, coming for you. Nothing is more worse. I know they're killing him about that grammar. Someone's grandma / mom must have told them they were handsome this morning. Recently. This is the type of dude to hit on you at your corner service job when all you do is say you're welcome. Another photo. You're lucky I'm on ban warning, which means they probably would have said something really bad here. Throwing stones in a glass house, by the way. Coming from you is crazy. Somebody thought that was really funny. And it was somebody with a check mark. So, nice. So that's it for today's video. I just wanted to go through something very simple. I needed to take it easy on some of the edits. My goodness, I've been putting myself through a lot. It's been rough lately. Putting out those longer videos has been definitely taking a lot out of me. I hope the quality of these videos don't dip too much. Hopefully it still gives you something to think about. Hopefully it's engaging. Please like, hype, and share the video. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Peace.